What's happening? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Hey, people, what's going on? What's going on? Literally, almost somewhat just walk. Hold on one second. I'm going to put him on. You going. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see if I can pull this off. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
What's happening?
What's going on, sir?
I'm good. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Just some rough edges here between me and the old lady tonight.
Yeah, you're live.
Oh, well, we'll keep this private. This instance that happened today.
Okay.
Whose hands are these on?
Well, that's what I was gonna discuss. Because, like I said, I almost pretty much just walked in the house a little bit ago. I basically been out there all day today.
Okay.
Listening to everything that was going on, listening to what people were saying, pretty much on the streets. Yeah, it's funny because the wife called me earlier today, and she goes, "Where are you?" And I said, "I'm over on 34th right now." And she goes, "I told you, sir, you weren't gonna be protesting no more." I said, "I'm not. I want to." So let me make sure that we all understand. So if y'all watching the TV and all of a sudden y'all see a picture of me, a video of me in the background, or if y'all see a picture out there, of me being down there on 34th and 34th and Portland. I wasn't. I want to make sure we're clear. I really want to. I want y'all to understand. I had nothing to do with the protest. I wasn't protesting, just like I told the wife. I wasn't protesting. I wasn't chanting. I was just walking with everybody else. See, the reason I even went there, because I knew there was going to be lies. I knew that. There was zero. I got it. So I get a text today. Woman's been shot. I said, okay. Boom. Where we at? 34th in Portland. Cool. Boom. Get dressed. Cruise, go down there. By the time I got there, I had to park. I had to park so far away from there. So I've walked a couple blocks way before I even got to the place. And you couldn't go, where the scene and everything was until after they basically ICE got out of there. We was able to go closer to. That's where if you see some of the news footage, people are actually putting flowers right there where the lady passed away at on today. So when I left, the place was packed. It was just flat out unbelievable how many people were out there. So that's what I saw. And listening
we know the local media is only going to show what they want to show.
Hold on one second, because I can't. I got to put these on because I couldn't. I forget sometimes when I got somebody on my phone, I can't hear you. So, what did you just say?
I said we know over time, local media is only going to show us what we want to be seen or what they want us to see.
No, they're the way I saw it and what I see down there. They're basically showing everything that's going on. I don't see anything that they have left out. Like I said, I went down there because we have a website here in Minnesota that loves to lie, literally lie. So I wanted to make sure that when they do lie and I correct them, which I'm going to do, we don't have a problem. We have zero problem.
Right.
So that's why I wasn't there to protest. I didn't go there to cause problems. I didn't go there to try to. Yep, I didn't, to try to calm the crowd. They didn't call me and say, "Hey, Rev, can you come down?" And it wasn't a Dante Wright situation where they, called me up and was like, "Rev, we need you down here in Brooklyn Park with this Dante Wright situation that's going on right now."
Right.
No, I just got a text this morning. There's a lady who was shot, and I was like, I'm on my way. And I went down there, and I'd been down there, like say, all day. I'm so cold. My fingertips are so red right now. It's not even funny. Even I had gloves.
Yeah, it's like we always say, there's 3 sides to the story, right? Their side, her side, and the truth.
Right.
And how we're going to get there?
Right.
Who knows? With everything that's going on inside this political explosion.
Well, I called it a couple of weeks ago.
You sure did.
And I said something is going to happen because it's like I don't know how to make people understand. If you're not in the streets, you don't feel it. I mean, literally, and I'm not kidding when I say this. Same thing with the George Floyd. When I went to the Capitol here in Minnesota, and I told the Democrats and the Republicans, I said, somebody has to give a damn, or it's going to blow up. And that was in 2019. I said that. I sat in front of them and I warned them, because you can feel it on the streets. You can just feel how it was so thick.
Tense.
Yeah, before George Floyd. It was really, really bad. And I said,
and what happened that year? It was a voting year.
Yep. I said, we gotta get in front of this thing. Right? Democrats did nothing and the Republicans did nothing. And boom.
Imagine that.
It went. But I warned them. Last week, I was sitting there going, with these knuckleheads coming in here doing this to these Somali community, and that's why I thought it was going to hack off. I thought for sure one of these little boneheads were going to go down there and get in front of these Somalis people, stick a microphone in their face, and on the way out, them Somali, because see, people don't understand who the Somali boys are, and I am so shocked. I am so shocked. And I think it was mainly because they didn't want to cause problems on themselves. But y'all be down there messing with them Somali boys. They're different than the Bloods, and they're different than the Crips. They're
different than everybody.
They're different than everybody. So I'm shocked that the Knicks and this other turd that's been going down there had been and got out of there. Because they don't usually, and that's why I keep saying. That's why I thought
it was. Nick did, because he was being followed by 4 cars.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I don't think they acted because of the camera footage and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yep, exactly. But then there was this little doodle-head, little brunette white girl that took her butt down there, and that's why I was sitting there going.
She had a tour guide with her.
Yeah, did she have? I thought she was down there by. She would. Oh, okay.
I thought AK brought her down there.
Well, that low down dirty whatever. Anyway, I don't even. You know what? Don't say his name for the rest of the night. You're on punishment.
Oh, dang.
But what I'm saying is, I thought that's where it was going to go off. I thought for sure somebody was going to run up on them, was going to knock one of them out or beat one of them up, and then all hell was going to break loose. And somebody want revenge because they went down there messing with them people in their community. That's when I thought for sure.
The elder stepped up and said, "No, you guys just let these people be. Let them do what they're going to do.
Yep.
We already got enough going on in our community. Yep. We don't need you youngins to step up and do anything stupid."
Yep. No, I guarantee you that's exactly what happened. They basically told them to stand down because of everything that was going on, and they didn't want anything else going on. But I'm just,
it's there's a video. If I knew where it was, I know I've seen it on YouTube where one of the Somalian guys said, "Hey, you got beef with one of us, you got beef with 50 of us.
Yeah,
you don't mess with us. We come big, and we come to do the job."
Well, yeah. Like I said, that's where I thought it was going to happen, and then, so we get ourselves into the situation where Trump said Operation Metro Surge was for the Somali community. That's what he said. Period. I mean, they're trying to. Mega is trying to walk this thing back as much as they possibly. I know what I heard. I know what he said.
I know what I heard. I know what I read.
And I know what I read. So they can they can try to walk this thing back as much as they possibly can. But when they found out that they can't get these Somalis out of here, they can't. They can't touch them.
Right.
Period. Point blank. So what do they do next? They went after the Mexicans.
Yep.
Because that's what I keep saying. There's no way in the world ICE was coming to Minnesota and leaving here empty-handed.
No, you couldn't. Not with what the mega group was saying,
Exactly.
Obviously, they were here to do something that they couldn't. Yeah, they got a few of the Somalians, but
they got three.
The Mexican community.
They got three, and they had to let. They got three, and they had to let two go.
Right.
So
it's
so that 80,000 that they thought they was going to leave here with, it did not happen. So
well, we knew it wasn't going to happen.
Oh, we knew it wasn't. I knew it. I called. Man, come on, right? We called that. We called that the minute they Trump said that, and all of a sudden,
I called you and said, "Did you hear this?"
Yeah, right. So that only thing that did is got Mega all juiced up. And then, like I said, so they come here, they find out that they can't touch these people. They can't. They just can't. And now what do they do? Okay, what do we do? Let's turn ourselves over and let's go get the Mexicans and the Latinos, the very people who voted for you and put you in office.
Correct.
Let's go get them. And what they're not realizing and understanding is that is killing the Republican Party here. It is hurting the Republican Party here. But the Republican Party who is here in Minnesota is the dumbest group you ever want to meet. I don't know where y'all from, but here in Minnesota, the Republic is the stupidest group you ever want to meet. Period. Point
I got to look at them both and say they're both stupid.
No, they're both stupid. They both are. We totally agree with that.
Underneath the same rug,
But watch this here. So on a day, this is what I've been cracking up at all day. On a day that they wanted to try to use sending 3 of our idiots to Washington to do exactly what Jason Lewis did in 2018.
Yep.
Again, and here's what people don't like to talk about. When Jason Lewis testified in 2018 about the money that was leaving Minneapolis-St. Paul Airport, correct? That's what Jason Lewis said on the Capitol in Washington. It was under Donald Trump's administration. That's what people don't like. 2018.
Oh, yep.
Right? See, people don't like to talk about that, and that's why I sit back and I say, people don't want the truth. It's better for me to lie to you than to give you the truth. I did 2 nights back to back on people needing to hear lies versus the truth. When Donald Trump, or what was his press secretary was when he first time he came out. When she came, what was her name? That lady that
blonde hair lady.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I forgot her name.
When
he's gone through a bunch of them.
Yep, but when she came out with that crap alternative facts, that's when I knew. Right then and there is when I called it. I said, these people are about to start lying to us. When she said, the day she said that, I said exactly that. So Kristi Noem today gave a press conference, and she lied to the American people. I'm sitting here watching the TV, listening to her, and I'm sitting here going, use a liar. Use a flat. And the thing about it is the Mega and the Fox group will believe everything she said. That woman was not trying to run them over while they was trying to get their vehicles out of the snow. That was a damn lie.
I think that cop that agent jumped in front of her while she was trying to get away.
No. But Kristi Noem said that the lady, they was getting their vehicle out of the snow. That's a damn lie. There was no snow.
She said she attempted to inflict bodily harm
against
one of the agents.
Exactly. There was no snow.
On.
There was no snow. There was snow. There was snow on the sidewalk.
And if ICE was attempting to get one of their vehicles out of the snow, you guys are all driving four-wheel drive vehicles.
There was snow in the grass.
Yeah.
But there was no snow.
No.
Where the vehicle was. So let me make. I saw that.
You could tell that she was lying because she's reading what was written for her, and she was stuttering because she didn't want to say that.
Yeah, and I saw that with my own eyes. There was no snow there. There was no vehicles that you could drive a rear wheel drive vehicle up and down that road, and you wouldn't have to worry about nothing.
It looked pretty clear to me.
There was no ice on there. So Kristi Noem came on TV, on national TV, and told a blatant-faced lie. This is what I'm talking about. I called this when that lady stood there and started talking about affirmative facts. I said, these people are about to start lying to us. And that's what Kristi Noem did today.
And what have we talked about for the last 6 months, a year? Nobody wants to hear it. They got the blinders on. They just want to believe what they're going to believe, and they're going to believe who tells the best lie.
That's right. That's right.
And as a country or as a state, when are we going to stand up and say, hey, we're done. Enough is enough.
We're not, bro.
Uh-huh.
We're not because it feels good. We're into this feel good. We have to feel good. It's best for us to feel good than to do what's right. I said this a couple days ago. And I don't know if people understood what I said. I don't know if people read their Bible or not. I really honestly don't. Everybody that follows, a lot of the people who follow me, right, have in their little bio profile something about the Bible or Christ and all this here type of stuff. But I said it point blank, period. We have turned into a nation that is more like Nineveh before Jonah got there.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
That's who we are right now. We're liars. We're thieves. We're snake in the grasses. Yes, we are.
Yeah. You won't get a disagreement from it.
If you read Jonah and you read what they say about Nineveh, and then sit back you're going to say that is America right now. And the sad part about it is we don't have a Jonah that's going to come and save us. We don't, bro.
No,
those are
right.
Facts, man.
I
facts.
really want to see Americans, Minnesotans, look at their neighbors, their groups, and just say, hey, enough's enough. What can we do to get this back to where it used to be 40 years ago, 50 years ago?
Yeah.
But they all got these blinders on, especially where I'm at right now. These guys will believe anything WCCO, KSTP, Fox, Care 11. They believe anything mainstream media will tell them.
And nobody wants to do any research. That's the thing that gets me about this whole thing. People don't want to look things up. People don't want to take the time to actually find out the truth, find out the facts of a matter or whatever somebody's telling you. That's why I always tell you, if I tell you something, if I put something out there, no, don't just believe me. Go look it up. And if I'm wrong,
I told you firsthand, I fact check some of the stuff because I haven't heard about it. So yeah, some of the stuff you do say, well, hold on, Rev, let me go check this out. And, lo and behold, word for word, damn near, you're right.
Yeah, and if I'm wrong, come and tell me I'm wrong. I will correct I have no problem in correcting me. I can correct me easy.
Right.
But I do my best not to sit here and give you guys a bunch of crap that's just not true. Because I hate it. I hate it myself.
We can see
so
that in the real world.
why would I do that to somebody else? And just like I said, we're in a stage in America right now. Again, if you read your Bible, and if you go to 1 Samuel and 8, go read 1 Samuel and 8. Go read the whole everything in 1 Samuel and 8. Read all of it. And then when you get to the end where God says, I'm not going to answer you, that's happening right now.
Yeah,
everything bad that's going on in this world, we were warned about it in 1 Samuel 8. Read it. And then at the end of 1 Samuel 8, it says point blank, God is not going to face you. God is not going to answer you. That is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
As we speak. As we speak.
And I'm a firm believer when he does answer, he's going to take the good ones and leave the bad ones behind.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen. There's no Noah. He ain't sending no ark. No flood's going to happen. Y'all forget that. There ain't no Moses.
Nope.
That's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to recreate itself. It's not a movie.
No.
The facts are being played out just like it says.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that need to understand that.
And that's just those are just facts. So I went down there today, right? And so I get down there, and it's still kind of chaos. I mean, people are showing up. Everybody's, screaming and yelling. The ice was still on the ground, so everybody was still blowing their whistles and all of this here type of stuff. And everybody's talking about what happened. And one of the things, here's another thing that cracks me up. And I'm talking about, like I said, the website that I know is going to be lying here real soon. So I'm gonna have to keep checking to see their lies and then calling her out on the lies that she's going to put out there. But here's one of the things that happened, right? So apparently this website got the license plate of this lady. And I guess they zoomed in enough to be able to get her license plate, run that license plate to find out where she's from, right? And it says that she's from Missouri. And then so they decide so this website decide to put out there that, people coming into the Twin Cities from other places. Oh, really? Because when we were out walking the streets of Minneapolis, telling people that we were literally chasing cars out of Minneapolis doing George Floyd riot, of people coming into the city, which they were, we wasn't telling the truth. But all of a sudden now, we want to put stuff out there that people coming in. The same thing happened during George Floyd.
Oh, well, local media said she lived 3 blocks away from where this happened.
That was my understanding. That's what I was going to say. She's from Missouri, but the way people are saying is she's here. She lives here with her other. Right. You know what I mean when I say other.
Yep.
Okay, yep. But her other and her live here in Minneapolis. So this website that loves to lie put out there that this lady came in from Missouri. Even because she had a Missouri, like a person can't have a Missouri license plate in the state of Minnesota. I've seen Wisconsin license plates all over. I've seen a couple Iowa license plates all over.
I see Canada license plates coming down 35 all the time.
Right. So because she still had license plates from Missouri, this means she's an agitator from out of, and then this bonehead Christy Gnomes, y'all's little Barbie hero.
Oh man!
Calls this lady what's it? Domestic? Did she say
terrorism?
Domestic. Oh my God!
Terrorism.
Oh my
I
God!
said, what?
Are you serious? You understand what I'm saying?
I said, hold on. What's domestic terrorism? Where?
I'm just looking at the thing. It's just saying. I'm saying just be on both sides.
Yeah.
Just be fair.
I totally understand it.
Just be fair. I just want people to be fair. Give me the news, but you got to be fair. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. I don't need you lying. Because I'm going to find out the truth, and when I do, I'm going to get on you, and then your minions are going to come after me because they think that I'm pushing a different narrative. No, I'm just telling you the truth. Half the people who come after me, oh, you're pushing a different narrative. No, I'm not. I'm trying to show you the truth, and you're getting mad at me because I'm giving you the truth. So that's why I went down there. I didn't go down there to protest. I didn't go down there to bother anybody. I didn't go down there. That's not why I was down there. I went down there. So when I start hearing them tell lies, I can sit here and go, I was on the ground. I was there. I saw it. And this is really what happened.
Right.
So,
that goes back to my three-legged chair. You got these guys telling this, these guys telling this, and then you got you giving your facts.
Yeah.
There's just this pyramid, this triangle thing. Why can't we just come out and say, hey, this happened, we're looking into it, and we'll give you guys updates or facts as soon as we find it, instead of just reporting whatever they want to.
And
everybody to believe,
right? And that's what part of the problem is. Instead of Christy Gnomes waiting and really, really getting her facts straight, she goes and she puts that out there.
Yep, what was written for her. And when she started to stutter, I knew right then and there you were on some BS, and you can't even tell this lie without stuttering because you didn't want to read that.
So if I'm Amy Klobuchar, I would have jumped in front of a mic today, and I would announce I would announce right then and there I'm running for governor. I would have.
Why wouldn't you?
Oh my God.
Perfect opportunity, right?
Perfect opportunity. They have no clue what they done. This is the whole thing that I'm talking about. It's just like the like I said, the three idiots that went over to Washington today. You ain't heard nothing about that. Nothing. Nobody's talking about.
I pay attention to that.
Nobody's talking about that.
You're talking about. So obviously, there's a few of us that know.
Yeah. But nobody else is talking about it.
They haven't said anything about that because this is the one smoking mirror that they have now.
Okay? Exactly. So that's why earlier today I said that trip to Washington, oh well, poof, just like that, gone.
Yeah.
It meant nothing. We wasted tax money sending them up there we wasted tax money to send them up there from the get jump.
Right.
Right. I mean, because they wasn't going to.
There's no reason they have to go from Minnesota to Washington to do any of this stuff. They can do it right from their office on Zoom.
They can do it from they can do it from the little Republican committee fraud crap that they put together. They could have C-spanned it in and done it easy that way. They didn't have to go to Washington to do it. Jason Lewis went to Washington and nothing happened. Nobody did anything. Well, they closed down a couple of daycares. They closed down a couple of the health services and the housings. And then after that, it was business as normal, as usual.
Right.
And everybody went on about their stuff. So these three who went to Washington today went there they got a free trip to Washington on the Minnesota taxpayers' dollar. Fraud. There you go.
That new family leave act going into place.
Oh my God, dude!
There's the next. I don't know if we have time for this.
Man, it's gonna be Oh my goodness, it's gonna be
How much fraud's going to go on there?
crazy.
Oh, a lot of it.
Crazy. You wait in 5 years from now, it's gonna come back, and that's exactly what it's gonna be. Somehow, some way.
Before this happened, and I believe I sent you the deal, and I said, something don't smell right with this. Then they come out and say, well, this is going to be investigated too because this is possible fraud.
Before
What'd
even
you
got
say,
set,
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago,
You can throw a stick anywhere in here, and you're going to find fraud.
You're going to find fraud, no matter where it is, and that's so the autism. You wait till this autism thing kick off. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be the autism, the home health services. That's going to be another. That's going to be another get up. That's going to come out of this here whole thing, and we all know who's going to be right front of that when it happens. It's gonna be the Somalians. Like I said before, all of this stuff that we're seeing now has this. It's not, and that's what I want people to understand. This isn't new.
Nope.
This isn't new. Name any immigrant group or refugee that came here to Minnesota and was resettled. The same thing you see happening with the Somali community, it happened with them. Again, the only difference between everybody else is they were smart enough to keep their mouth closed, collect their dollars, collect their money, let that money fester in their community without saying anything. Don't go buying new cars every single week. Don't be buying eyeglasses that cost $1,000. None of that. The Somalis got.
Wear my Gucci eyeglasses.
Nope, can't wear your Gucci eyeglasses. The Somalis got greedy. That's what happened. That period, point blank, people. Every group that the Catholics brought over here, that the Lutherans brought over here and resettled, every single group you name, if they really, like I said a week ago, if they really wanted to get to the bottom of this and really scrape the barrel, they would go back to 1970. If they really want, they would go back to 1970. That's where they would start. Go look at who they brought over here in 1970, in 74, in 80, in 83, 84, 85. Go look at that. They were getting paid per person. They were getting kickbacks. See, they don't want to go, but they're not ready for that. That's what I said the other day. They are not ready for the truth. They're just not, because once we start telling the truth, then you have to get into those people who brought those people over here, who resettled those people here. You've got to get into those programs, those NGOs, those LLCs that is making buku money off of these people. The Somalians decided to start doing it on their own, and they got greedy. That's what happened.
Remember what their IQ level
what
is,
happened? I don't care what their IQ level. Their IQ level was good enough for when they saw it and they was taught it, they expanded it. Correct. So their IQ level can't be as bad as we sitting here thinking that they are.
No.
So
my whole thing is when this was all going on, how come the auditor didn't catch it?
Because it's been going on so long. This is what I'm saying.
Thank you.
It's been going on so long that they couldn't catch it. They didn't know how to catch it. If they caught it, they had to get their friends. Yep. Tim Walz fell on the sword for a lot of Democrats, bro. Sure he fell on the sword for it got to the point where they was like, Tim, you got to do it, bro. You got to do it for the party. Just fall on the sword. We'll get somebody else to come in here, but we can't tell. We can't tell the truth. We can't tell them who all was involved in this. So you have to take the blame, and that's what he did. Those are facts.
Somebody had to do it.
Yeah, Those are facts. Tim Walz he took the fall for this. If I was Tim Walz, I'll be like, I'm not going out by myself. I'm taking at least a couple. Where's my lieutenant governor? She's going. Where's my AG? Where's my AG at? He's going. Where's my lieutenant AG? They going. Where's my health services director? They going. Where's my food director?
Where's my top
they going.
Exactly.
All of them. Everybody. Like we say in the South. Everybody get in the bus. We all going over this cliff. I'm not going over the cliff by myself.
No.
I'm not.
He chose to do it.
When I was growing up, that's why they didn't want to when they went to the store and stole food and all this here. That's why they didn't take me, because they know if we got caught, I'm telling on everybody. I'm a snitch, bro. I am. I'll tell you. Dude. I ain't going to jail for nobody. You know, I be talking about I'll stand up and I'll do this here for my brothers and my bros. Y'all can kiss my ass. I ain't going to jail for nobody. I'll be sitting there.
They told me that at like 19 years old. These knuckleheads ain't going to do nothing for you. You end up in prison, they're going to be gone.
I'm in and out of prisons, and people sitting there going, well, I'm not going to rat on nobody. I'm the biggest rat. Give me the cheese, bruh. Give me all the cheese. I'm the biggest rat you ever want to meet.
I'm not. A lot of them guys that take the ride to the pen.
No.
They're told to do it.
No. They ain't happening here. No. That's why everybody would go and do stuff on their own, because they know. If I was there and all of a sudden, just like, perfect example. So Memphis, Tennessee, Millington, Tennessee. I'm from Tennessee. So my cousin comes over. He's riding around. I didn't know it at first, but come to find out, it was a stolen vehicle. Cops pull us over. What's going on? Hey, dude, I don't know. My cousin came pick me up from my house. Go call my mom and dad and ask. I don't know what's going on here. I don't even know whose car he's driving. No, I don't play that, man. You're not getting me at all.
Well, that's why they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's just, at the end of the day, how do we become better?
Yeah.
How do we stop, certain things that are going on, profiling, no matter what the situation is, the lies that are coming about that people believe and want to say, hey, this happened, and we know it happened because the news told us.
Yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, Tim Walz decided, Mr. Oliver, he said, Walz fell on his sword because his kids will be taken care of. Hope is already working at a nonprofit in Montana. I don't know about Gus, but I'm sure they'll find a place for him. Gwen can go back to teaching, and Tim can take group tours to China again.
Yeah, he's going to take a group tour somewhere.
Yeah,
because he fell on the sword.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to get paid. He's always going to get paid. I mean, they're always going to pay him. He's not worried about money. He can go back to he's from Montana, right? Is that where he's from?
Is it Montana?
Yeah,
Montana, Oklahoma,
something like that. He can go back there and live a good life. Get him a farm. Get a couple baby duck. I mean, what's some things that be jumping around there? Goats. He can get a couple baby goats, do some yoga, some goat yoga, and all that stuff, and just
he can go to any one of his 7 houses throughout the United States. There just ain't one here.
Oh yeah, I got a point.
Hey, he's got 7 houses throughout the country, just not one in Minnesota.
But he should have just came out and said, "Look, I knew the fraud was going on when I took office, and it was, right? That's why I said it's not.
It ain't new.
Oh, Nebraska. They say he's originally from Nebraska." So what he should have done is said, you know what? The fraud was going on before I even got into office. I realized what was going on. I tried to tap it down a little bit. That's why when I first got into office, I did close down some daycares. I did close down a couple of health services that they had open. I did that. But when I got on the national stage and I thought about running for vice president, I kind of dropped the ball, man. I let these people completely get out of hand. And he could have easily just went ahead and took the bullet and said, I'm not going anywhere. Now.
Well, the LT could have did that too when he was gone.
True.
But she was nowhere to be found.
True. I mean, because she didn't do anything at all.
No.
She did nothing. So my thought of it is if one of the So now we're at a point to where Tim decided he's going to step down, right? After all of this here went down, after all of this here happened, and they realized that they wasn't going to weather the storm. It wasn't going to get any better. I mean, that's where we're at, right? So he decides, okay, I'm going to step down. And this Nick kid who came in here, get out of here. He didn't really do shit because the same thing. Yeah, he just stirred up a bunch of crap because the same thing Nick talked about. They talked about it at the Republicans' little committee, and for Nick to be able to go to where he went, I knew that's what I said. So the Republicans brought him in here, which they screwed up. Republicans don't realize how bad they screwed up. But the Republicans brought him in here. They fed him information, and he bounced around and did what he did.
Yeah.
But everything that Nick brought to light, the Republicans already knew. Except the Republicans is so weak. But this is what I want people to understand, how weak the Republican Party is here in Minnesota. That they needed this kid to come in here to kick the bee's nest to get anything started. They couldn't do it. What that kid did, the Republican Party here in Minnesota could not do what that kid did. That's why they brought that kid here. Because the Republican Party couldn't do it. The Republican Party didn't have anybody in their party to do it. That's how weak. So when you guys are looking at this thing, again, I don't talk for you guys to just stop at one point. Y'all got to come up here with me, right? And because everybody want to just stop, but they don't want to look at the big picture. Nobody wants to see the big picture anymore. Forget it, Rev. We don't want to come up there with you. We rather stay down here because it's safer and we can believe lies. But the bottom line is, why didn't the Republicans do what he did? And the Republicans had all of this information. They had all of these facts. They had a committee at the Capitol. Literally had a committee going on this fraud. Why didn't they do it? Why? Y'all never asked.
They used the same guy that they did at the last presidential thing where he was outside with a few Mexicans holding signs.
Sure.
So that now they got him involved in this. Now, my whole question to you is how detrimental will this be to this case?
Oh, no, not just to the case, bro. Not just to the case. Everything that's happening right now, it's going to hurt the Republican Party here in Minnesota.
Oh yeah,
it's going, and they don't really look. If I'm gonna put it this way, and y'all can go look this up yourself. Go look at Amy Klobuchar. Look how bad she beats the Republican opponents that she run against. And she don't just beat them. The last time she ran, right? Remember, the last time she ran against a Republican opponent, she didn't even run. She didn't put out yard signs. You didn't see her on TV. She did nothing. That woman, she didn't even go and try to raise money. Think about that. And she's still by 20, 30 points. Still.
Yeah.
So before she even announced that she was going to run, you know what the Republican Party here was doing? They was looking for ways to dirty her up. She haven't even announced she was going to run. She hadn't even said it. It didn't even come out of her mouth. And what did the Republican Party do? They went and tried to find everything dirty about this woman to put it out ASAP. Because they know if that woman gets the right lieutenant governor, they will not beat Amy Klobuchar. They will not. I'm going to show you something else. Hey, we're going to get deep tonight. I'm going to show you. Watch this. Because it's something, I'm going to give you something y'all ain't thought about. So you got Lisa DeMoss, correct?
Yep.
So when they put Lisa out, right? So Lisa, they said, okay, Lisa, we're going to get you to announce. Lisa DeMoss goes out and announces. What did they do a few days right after that? What'd they do?
That isn't when Mike Lindell came into
No.
the picture.
Think. What did they do? I'm going to see if I get y'all to think. They introduced Ryan Wilson.
Oh, yes, that's right.
They had to. Because Lisa could not carry the party.
And Wilson should have been ahead of Lisa.
And Wilson should have been ahead of Lisa.
Yes, you are correct.
Are
that
you?
probably would have
am I
boosted
right?
a lot of hope around.
Right? Nobody thought of that. Nobody saw that. But they also put him out there because, like I said, they knew she could not carry that ticket. They couldn't sell Lisa by herself. So they had to get Ryan Wilson out there. But they needed to get Lisa out there first. So they had to get Ryan Wilson. And the reason they got Ryan Wilson to run with her is just like you said. Ryan should have been number one, and Lisa should have been number two. But they screwed up again. Because what they're thinking, watch this, let's get Lisa DeMoss, a woman, not only a woman, because finally she came out as a black woman, because nobody in the black community knew this woman was black. I'm not kidding. She's never carried the black moniker. Ever. She don't come in the black community and do nothing. She don't talk black, act black. I don't know if she got hot sauce in her purse. So they had to bring Ryan Wilson out. But hold on. Like I said, we're gonna get a little deep tonight. And I'm gonna show you something. And they had to bring Ryan Wilson out. You know why? Because the suburban white woman is not gonna vote for Lisa.
Nope.
She's not. And y'all know. Look. Y'all can sit here and play. Y'all like to play this. Why does it have to be about race crap? But y'all know what I'm talking about, and y'all know I'm right. They wouldn't vote for Kamala Harris, not because she was a Democrat, because a suburban white woman is going to sit there and go, I'm not going to sit there and let no black woman tell me what to do.
That's the stuff you and I have touched on numerous times. Is all about this race theory that I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that because of the person's skin.
There you go. Those are facts, people. I mean, you can get mad at me if you want, but no. Again, I said just prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'll give you my phone number. You can call me, and we can have this conversation. But that is the reason why they put Ryan Wilson out there so fast. But watch this here, though. It gets better. If Amy Klobuchar runs, and it's between her and Lisa, who gets the votes from the
Klobuchar.
white suburban woman? Who gets the votes? Think about it. I mean, this is an easy Q&A tonight. I'm making this easy for you tonight. And they think because they put Ryan Wilson out there, and Ryan Wilson is like, oh, that could be my, in their heads, they're going, well, Ryan Wilson's going to give them the belief that that's their husband. That's what their husband looked like. Listen, people, politics is also about perception. Ryan Wilson is perception for Lisa. That's what this is about, people. They know. But I'm going to tell you right now, and I know people hate to hear the truth, but go look at her numbers when she's running against a Republican, Amy Klobuchar. You may hate her. You may think she's this and that, and she's in a blizzard. I went after Amy Klobuchar. I'm one of the reasons why Amy Klobuchar shut down her presidential bid. I am right here, sitting here. I was in St. Louis Park High School, middle school, when Amy Klobuchar would not come on the stage. We literally took over her stage in St. Louis Park when she was running for the president of the United States. That's what happened. We shut it down. And she dropped out of the race right after that. So I ain't in no way, shape, or form sitting here talking about I'm a Amy Klobuchar supporter. I'm not.
Facts are facts.
I'm just giving you straight facts, bro. When we went to Amy Klobuchar the first time to ask her to get Myron Burrell, to sign off to get Myron Burrell out of prison, Amy wouldn't meet with us. Amy wouldn't talk to us. Those true story.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, was she the one that put Myron in prison?
She was part of the delegation. See what the Republicans tried to do a couple of nights ago. Dusty Grange out of Buffalo.
Yep.
The right-wing influencer who I like. Dusty cracks me up. Dusty is Dusty cracks me up. He makes me laugh. If people is following him because they think that he's sick. Okay, but anyway, so that's one of the things that Dusty and the Republicans are going to try to use. So I want to make something clear. And I said this a couple of nights ago, and I meant what I said. The Republicans had nothing to do with getting him out of prison when we got him out. And I'd be damned if I'm going to let the Republicans use his name to try to dirty up Amy Klobuchar. Now, my protection of Myron Burrell isn't a plus sign for Amy Klobuchar at all. But what the Republicans are not going to do is use a black man to try to dirty this woman up. I will not let it happen. Now, if one of the Republicans I went and talked to help me get Myron Burrell out of prison, if one of those Republicans would have stepped up, then I don't care what the Republicans would have said. But because they didn't, I'd be damned if I see any Republican say something about Myron Burrell and Amy Klobuchar. Y'all are gonna see y'all gonna watch. Y'all gonna see y'all gonna see something from me y'all ain't never seen before. Like I told y'all, if you want to go walk down there with the devil, I'll walk right with you. The only difference is I have been trained to fight the devil. You haven't. So if you want to go down to the dirt, I'll go as deep as you want to go. You let me know how deep you want to go. But I will not, because, and I'm going to tell you another thing. Amy Klobuchar isn't one of the reasons why Myron Burrell went to prison. The black community gave the system Myron Burrell. Yeah, they did. A black church got the reward money for Myron Burrell. Yeah, it did. So if you hear one of these Republicans tell that story about Myron Burrell and Amy Klobuchar, tell them to tell you the rest of the story. Tell them to tell you the truth about the story. Because they're only going to tell you the part they want you to hear, because that is the only part that they know. But the part I'll tell you is the black community handed that kid over to Amy Klobuchar and Hennepin County. The black people did. People who look like me. Not only that, but they had a march on that whole situation. So it wasn't just Amy. It wasn't just Amy. We did it. We did it too. Black folks handed that boy over. So it wasn't just Amy. They're going to tell you, Republicans are going to act like it was just Amy. It wasn't. It wasn't. Anybody that the black community would have handed over, Amy was going to prosecute them.
Right.
Right?
Hennepin County.
Yeah. Those are facts, bro. Right?
Yeah. That's what we have talked about. You know, it's and unfortunately, Klobuchar up here has a name that people will just vote for.
Yeah. I mean, and
like
it's
you said, she don't have to do any kind of ads, no campaign, no nothing. And if she would have grabbed that mic today and said, "I'm running for governor," boy, it would have.
Oh yeah,
it would have had some other sparks, but that would have taken away from the smoke and mirror that they just gave us today.
Yeah, and the Republicans, she could have forced the Republicans to break their field down to 3. When she says if she's going to announce the run, the Republicans have to break their field down to about 3 candidates. All these candidates that's out there,
now, 14.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All of these candidates that's out there right now, they can't stay aboard. They gotta go, because the Republicans now have to try to rally around one person or 2 people, right? And then they got to take the 2 or 3 that they rally around and break that all the way down to 1.
Correct.
And that's got to be done by this summer. They cannot go into the summer going into election season somewhat with 10 people, 9 people, 8 people running for governor. They cannot do that.
Well, they better break it down sooner than later, especially if she announces
right?
she's going to run.
That's what I'm saying. So she can make them
3 stooges now and make sure they're ready for it.
Yeah. So if she wants to play chess, she can make them start making moves they don't want to make.
Right, uncomfortableness.
Exactly. So we'll see what plays off within the next few days here, because that's what it's going to be. Because I believe Amy has to come out right now and say if she's going to run or not. The iron is hot right now. Because if she would have came out and did it today, oh my God, it would have been huge. It would have been huge if she would have found a mic and said, "I'm running." That's all she has to say.
Remember what you said to all of us last week? 30 days from now, everybody's going to forget about this fraud.
Oh, yeah.
They're forgetting about it now.
Yeah,
because of what happened today.
Yeah, yeah.
And what comes out, they're going to, everything's going to be forgotten.
But they wasn't even thinking about it in Hennepin County.
No.
Right? I mean, they was outside of Hennepin County. Oh, yeah, it was red hot. Inside of Hennepin County, I ain't been to the barbershop yet. I haven't been on the streets yet, and somebody said something about fraud.
It's, you've said it. I've said it. We've had conversations. You know, the group that I associate with, you know, your followers and whatnot. This isn't new. This has been going on. You know, and I don't know if it's been going on before Dayton, or did it start with Dayton and continue to go on. I haven't dug that far down the hole.
You go back when they first started. The blueprint for this was set up when they first started bringing the refugees and immigrants here.
Yep.
They just started adding to the blueprint, and like I said,
and who
was
that Perpich back then?
Rudy Perpich.
Yep.
That's when the pay for play started, right? And again, I'll say it. You can get mad at me. That's fine with me, but prove me wrong. The problem was the Somali community. Some, not all of them, not 90%, like Tom Emmer and Bubblehead. I'm trying to think. What did that lady call him at the Capitol? Walter Hudson. I'm trying to think. What did she call him? She called him something. But Tom Emmer and Walter Hudson is going to sit there and say 90% of the fraud in Minnesota is Somalians. 90%. That's crazy.
What do you have to stand on that?
He don't have nothing because they're liars. They're flat liars. Walter Hudson and Tom Emmer is a liar. Period, point blank. This is what I'm talking about. You guys sit back and y'all let these people lie to you. You don't look it up. You don't think about it. They can tell you whatever they want because they know you're not going to do any research. They know that you're going to believe the crap that they're telling you. 90% of the Somalian.
That's painting a picture on a group that has been convicted. Some of them have been convicted of this fraud. You know, you can't come out and put a 90% on anybody. And if you do, I want to see the fact sheets. I want to see the graphs. I want to see whoever built this put it out there.
Yeah, there's some
90% is a huge number.
Did a lot of them get paid? Sure. I'll sit back and I'll agree with that. There's a lot of people in that in the Somalian community that got paid. They did. Yeah. A large part of this fraud that's going on, from Feed Your Future to feeding kids to health care to daycare, right? Medical devices and all of this stuff. They got their name somewhere in it. Got somebody from a Somali set. It has something to do with what's going on when it comes to fraud. Those are just facts. You can say, "Oh, Rev's being racist." No, I'm not. That's a fact. Now, being racist is when you said that 90% of the Somalian community, that's racist because it's not 90.
No.
It's not 90. I mean, come on. You know. So
there was a place that I worked back 3, 4, or 5 months ago that a lot of the clientele that came in there was Somalian. I didn't think nothing different of them, you know.
Sure.
They paid their bills. They did what they had to do. They're from Cedar Riverside. All them people that I've seen, so they're part of that 90% that Emmer's talking about. I can't believe that.
Yeah. So.
I don't know. To put a number on a race like that,
that's crazy.
Without having facts, that's crazy.
It's crazy, is what it is. I'm still waiting for the Friar of Frogtown to come on my live here and admit he was wrong. At TSN_says. At TSN_says. I'm still waiting for him to come on here and say he was wrong, but he won't. He won't. About that young man over in Brooklyn Park. So I'll give you the story because I sent him the link of the young man doing a newscast video. So there was this young guy over in Brooklyn Park just the other day, and I put the picture up there, right? And so ICE jumped out of their car, didn't ask him for his ID or nothing, and the young man was screaming, "Hey, I got my ID. Let me show you my ID." They was dragging this young man around on the ground. They was holding his neck. They was roughing this kid up.
Right.
This is a kid that they got him, and they took, and if they're in Brooklyn Park, more than likely, they took him over to Brooklyn Center to the ICE detention, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, come to find out, once they took all his papers over there, he gave him his license. That wasn't good enough. So his family had to take his papers over there and get him released. Right? And because the friar of Frogtown at TSN_ says hates that a black man was let go, he needed to argue with me. Or what's his name? And this and that. Well, they let the kid go. I said that. They had to let the kid go. You cannot hold.
Sure, unless it becomes false imprisonment at that time.
Exactly what went on with all of these Somalians, and that's what a lot of people don't realize. Trump said we're going to go to Minneapolis and we're going to go get them Somalians. But what Trump and these megas didn't realize, most of the Somalians are American citizens. I don't know how they missed that, because they didn't care, because they was so jazzed up that brown people were going to be kicked out of here, that they didn't realize you can't kick the brown people out.
No,
you just can't. No. You can't.
If you come into this country legally, no matter if you're protected or not,
the Somalians was flown here in planes. They didn't come over on a boat. They didn't come over, jump over the south border, the north border, the east border, the west border. That's not how they got here. The U.S. of these United States brought these people here. And when they brought them here, they made them U.S. citizens.
Correct.
What part of that don't y'all understand?
It's the facts.
So
I've said this numerous times on here. What you said? What don't people understand? I said facts, the truth.
So when Trump jazzes you
up, that.
Right. So when Trump jazzes you up, saying we're gonna go get the Somalis, what I'm telling you is, it's just not gonna happen that way.
I laughed.
Right.
It's a fraud case, guys. They're going to catch the people that they need to catch. What are you doing this? Here's what's going to happen. And you and I have talked about this. They came here. They arrested 2, what we talked about earlier, right? Or arrested 3. They had to let 2 go.
Yeah.
Their target.
Yep.
Their target race after that was the Latino community, which it was down on Lake Street this past summer.
There you go. Just this past week.
Since they got here.
Yeah, I'm about to say, no. Remember, they went over there to the Kenwood Mall first. Commerce Mall, to the Somali Mall. They went to Cedar Riverside. They went up the street to the Little Mogadishu area. They went over to St. Paul, right? They went they took themselves all the way to Lakeville. They couldn't get nobody.
Right.
They couldn't get all of them places. They got nothing. They got what? No. 3 people.
And they had to let go too.
They had to let go too. So they was like, we can't leave Minnesota without something. That's when they went after the Mexicans in the Latino community. That's why
somebody has to board this plane, because we got the news sitting out here doing filming.
Exactly. And people don't understand it. And then they went over there to Brooklyn Park and started messing with them Nigerians, who are pretty much the same as the Somalis. When they brought these Nigerians here and put them over in Brooklyn Park, you know what they did? They made them citizens.
How about the Hmong and Chinese and Japanese communities and stuff?
Because they've been here for so long. The Hmong,
they're United States citizens.
They're
right?
citizens. They can't mess with them either.
Right.
They can't. That's what I'm saying. They
only targeted group that the United States is going after, and we all know who it is.
Yeah. The Mexicans, they can get them. Latinos, they can get them. Cubans, they can get them. The Venezuelans, they can get them. But everybody else, sorry, people. I hate to be the one to break this to you, and I know it pisses you off because it pissed off Frogtown so much. He's still mad at me. Frogtown's still mad at me. But I got to tell you the truth. They arrested that kid in Brooklyn Park. That kid just did a news interview just tonight. Matter of fact, I tagged him in the news interview of that kid when he said they took him to the unclosed destination. More than likely, it was the ICE facility in Brooklyn Park. And they had to let him go.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. They're hamming up all these people that they find out are true United States citizens, and they kick them out. And they're 40 miles away from their house. Well, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, thank you very much. Exactly what's going on. And that's why I sit here and go, well, if you're going to put it on camera that you're getting me, because Chrissy Nome come here and say they got 1,000 people. That's a lie.
Yeah, no.
That's a bold-faced lie. I want to, please put it on. If you got 1,000 people, Christy Gnomes, I want from Minnesota, I want to see all 1,000 of those people. Yeah. I dare you. I double dog dare you to put all of them.
1,000 people that they've done this throughout the country.
No.
From all different states.
No, my understanding.
But not from here.
Exactly. My understanding is she said Minnesota, 1,000 people. They've gotten they've arrested or detained. I'm gonna put it that way because with Mega, you gotta be right in what you say. I can't say arrested. I said arrested the other night, and the dude's like, "Well, was he booked and was he put in the car and was he blah blah blah? Oh, you mean he was detained? So they have to let him go if he's detained? Okay, whatever."
From my understanding, if you're detained, you get put in the car, and once they figure it out, you get let go.
Right.
If you're put in the car in handcuffs and you're taken to an undisclosed location,
you are. They have to arrest you if they put you in cuffs, right?
Correct.
If they drive you from that location to somewhere else, that's like arrest. I mean, I may be wrong. If I'm wrong, hey, people, if I'm wrong, somebody correct what we just said. If we're wrong, I'm going to need you to correct what I just said. Correct what I just said. But that was always my understanding when it comes. So anyway, so I put that out there, and Frogtown got all upset because a black man didn't go to jail, and then he tried to come at me. So I hit him up today going, this is the kid you was talking about. Now you know his name. Now you see he was released like I said he was, like I was when the guy who took that video, the video that I put out there is a good friend of mine. I called him. That's how I got my information. See, and that's the funny part about Twitter and these people on Twitter. Y'all don't know what I do. You don't know who know me and who I know. I know a lot of people, and a lot of people know me. Now, if I was just to stay at home in my basement and do this here all the time and never go out, never see anybody, never deal with anybody, I went out to that dang on thing today, and it literally took me 15, 20 minutes because everybody I know was out there. Right. So I had to speak to everybody I knew out there before I can even concentrate on what was going on. So my friend took that video. When I realized who took the video, I called him. He's the one that said, I'm going to get back with you as soon as I find out what goes on with this kid. He found out. He called me. I put it out there, and this dude gets upset at me because I reported what was given to me.
The facts.
The facts.
The truth.
So he got pissed because I gave him the truth. That's a true story, people. I'm not kidding. He got upset at me because I gave him the truth. That's why he was upset. Matter of fact, here, I'm gonna repost. Hold on, let me see if I got this. Here, I'm gonna repost the very thing that I'm telling you guys about. Or did I? No, I didn't repost it. So I'm gonna repost it, and y'all go take a look at it. This is a kid that I told y'all got released. When I called my friend took the video of him getting the video you're gonna see in this here tweet that I'm gonna put here in a second. That video, a good friend of mine took that video. I was able to talk to him. And he took not this. I'm sorry, he didn't take this video, but he took another video of this kid getting detained. And then I found out that they had to let this kid go. And then I got somebody getting pissed at me. Why? Because I posted that the kid was really. So I'm gonna here you go. So I'm gonna repost it, so y'all can go take a look at it yourself. So I just reposted it.
Did he get mad that you reposted it or said he got released, or was
No,
it
he got mad because I said, he got mad. Then he goes, well, if he got released, Rev, what is the kid's name? I don't know what the kid's name was. I didn't ask I was worried about.
What's that matter?
Exactly. But he thought he got me. He it's always, anytime they come at me, it's always, I got you, Rev. Oh, I got you, Rev. Oh, Rev, we got you, Rev. You can't get me.
That guy must be.
You can't get me because I give you
news
facts.
Reader, TikTok reader.
He's a Republican. He's a Republican.
Yeah, that's why I don't tote
No,
no
that's
race.
why. That's why.
Just,
No, that's what,
yeah, no party.
right. That's why it cracks me up, because you can't get me because I give you facts. If I was to lie to you, then you can get me, but I don't need to lie. I have no reason to lie to anybody.
Well, like you always say, if I'm BSing and you find out something different, here's my email.
Prove me wrong.
We can talk about it.
To prove me wrong, or you can call me, or you can come on here. One or the other. It's up to them. It's up to them. But, the funny part about it is they like to hide behind these little emojis. That's what gets me about everybody who's ever come at me or try to attack me, always hide behind that little emoji.
We call them keyboard warriors.
Yeah, because they're cowards. They don't want, and I invite them on here all the time. Oh, here, give me your email. I'll send you the link. Come on here and talk to me and talk that crap. But they won't do it because they're cowards. No. They're flat out no ifs,
They probably don't even reply when you send it to them.
Cowards. No, they don't reply when I send it to them. They don't. They're cowards. They hide behind them little emojis and try to talk smack. And that's why I always tell people, if I got a troll messing with me, leave him alone. I got him. Don't ever say something to one of my trolls. Ever. Y'all don't, like I said, y'all don't know how to fight. Y'all have not been trained to fight Satan. I see you on your page fighting these trolls, and these trolls are whooping your ass. So I know you can't fight my trolls.
I'm just a guy that somebody has an issue with you or anybody else. Hey, that's between y'all.
Yeah, just sit back. I just tell y'all, just sit back and watch. Because I'm going to break them. I'm going to break them. I always. Yeah, I'm going to break them. I always do. I always do. Always. It ain't been a troll. I've been attacked. I remember when Shelly from Crime Watch came after me and all her minions. They thought they had me. They thought we're going to break him. We're going to break. I got more people following me during that time that she attacked me than any other time ever. I'm not kidding. Half the people who follow me right now came during that time, during the time that they were, her and her minions were attacking me and all this type of stuff about me. Then she says to them, she got so pissed. This is how I know I got her. When she goes on her page and tells them, if you follow RevTChristopher, you need to unfollow me. That's when I knew I won. Man. I know, right? That's when I knew. That was a knockout blow right there. Because she was watching these people, all these people just, seriously, man. Every time I turn around, it was like, follow her. And I'm sitting there going, keep attacking me. I know I'm serious. I told her, I go, keep going. Keep
Yeah,
going.
you're making me famous, Christy.
I told her, keep going. Keep going. And once she told them, if you follow Rev Christopher and you follow me, you need to unfollow me for following him. I knew right then and there. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Same thing with John Justice. John Justice called me irrelevant. I got a hat that says Mr. Irrelevant. I'll wear it next time. Seriously, John Justice, I knew I had him. He's a little punk. He's easy. John Justice called me irrelevant. That's how I knew I had him. And I got me a hat that says Mr. Irrelevant because of John Justice. I'll wear it.
Give it to you?
No, I went and had it made.
Yeah, see?
That's how petty. Look.
Here, Rev, I got this made for you.
Right,
you got me.
I told y'all, I'm petty. If you want to walk through hell, let's go. I'll walk right along. I have no problem walking with you. Satan want to hang out? I'll be like, come on. Come on. It's no different when Jesus went to the desert. He was prepared for who? Satan. I've already walked with Satan. I've been a bad boy. I've done bad things. But I've had to do that to be prepared for when he shows his face. So, yeah, I'm petty. I'm petty like that. Got a hat. I'm going to wear it on Friday. It says Mr. Irrelevant. I got that from Mr. I Heart himself, John Justice. That's how I knew I got him. And he don't even respond to nothing that I say anymore. Nothing. I just went at him a couple days ago because he said something stupid. John Justice won't even blink his eye. And here's the deal. Hold on, because I know people sit there and be like, oh, this and that and oh. I was on John Justice's show. I'll show you the picture. When he had his sidekick. And that's really why I was on the show, because of the sidekick. John Justice don't like people like me. He don't. But I was on John Justice's show. I was. Then once his sidekick passed away and died, I ain't never been on John Justice's show before again. Because because I was calling him out. I was calling him out about talking about the black community. And I told him, if you get somebody on your show that's been to the black community, other than the bonehead that you mentioned earlier in the show, then we be cooking with gas. I have no problem with that. But I'm not going to sit here and let some average bonehead who don't come to the black community, don't know nothing about the black community, talk about the black community like you do. Just not going to happen. So that's where
North side?
Yeah.
Any black community.
Well, any black community here in Minnesota. So that's the fallout. That's when John Justice and I fell out, because I challenged him to have somebody on his show that when he's talking about the black community can give him pushback. Because the two so-called black people he have on his show, because all skin folk and kinfolk, but the two blacks that he have on his show ain't got nothing to do. They ain't got nothing to do with the black community. Nothing. Literally. When I say they got nothing to do with the black, they don't. So if you ain't got nothing to do with the black community, how are you going to talk about the black community when you don't even know what goes on? You don't know how we roll. You don't know what we do.
Well,
you don't even.
Friends told them about it.
Say again?
His two friends told him about how the black community works.
They don't know. That's what I'm telling you. This is who I'm talking about. His two friends,
right.
His two so-called black people that he have on a show, they don't even. They have nothing to do. They really, culturally, they have nothing to do with the black community. Nothing. But yet you're gonna go on this man's show and he's gonna put his hand up your ass, and then you're gonna say what he wants you to say about my community.
Are you saying they're puppets?
What else you call them? I'm trying to think that other word that you would call them.
Somebody, puppet's a good one.
Okay,
puppet's a good one for this one.
I'm digging that too. Puppets. There you go.
That's they're all readers. There's a script for everything. and they're told to follow the script.
Yeah.
We all know it. It's, what'd you call it earlier? Blueprint.
Yeah, it's a blueprint.
Yeah.
Everything we're going through today. It's a blueprint. It's already been done. We just got to recognize it and try to get in front of it. That's the whole thing. If y'all think
because
the thing is,
say, hey, let's put a percentage on Minnesotans. We can't move forward and curb this to stop anything because I don't know, 60, 70% of us Minnesotans just follow what we see on TV. Is that a fair number?
No, we got a white liberal problem. We got a white Democratic liberal problem here in the state of Minnesota.
Absolutely.
That's honestly, I mean, people can get mad at me for saying what I just said, but that is flat out the truth.
I got a liberal that lives across the street from me. He does not talk to me.
Right. And then
he thinks my opinions are far right sided. No, they're news.
And it is not, and it's also not just them. And we got a Negro problem in Minnesota also. Negroes don't want to do anything. Right now, we should be coming together, working for the community, doing things, doing this, doing that. We're not out in the streets marching. You ain't seen us out there. That's why people have been getting mad at us. But we ain't doing. But we're not doing anything though, bro.
Because the black community doesn't show up for stuff like this. They don't.
No, we would be.
This is the quietest.
We would.
The black community in.
Yeah.
I don't know how long.
Right? We would be. We would be right out there. But like everybody say, like, you know, the barbershop talk. Well, they voted for Trump. And now he's going after him. They need to learn. That dude in the barbershop said the other day, they need to learn their lesson. They need to learn their lesson. Whatever Trump does.
About the voters, or are we talking about the politicians?
No, we're talking about the Mexicans.
Both. Oh, yeah, okay.
That's why we're not out in the streets protesting with them. That's why we're not. When ICE is showing up, we ain't blowing whistles. We ain't screaming. We ain't yelling. We ain't attacking ICE. We ain't doing nothing. You ain't see. Just like tonight out there. I seen probably a handful of black people, and they probably live in the community.
White folks were out there?
Oh my God, dude, the place was packed,
how many
dude.
of them were from 34th and Portland?
Probably 8. The rest of them, Plymouth, Maple Grove, Hopkins, Woodbury, Edina, Burnsville. The place was. I mean, it was so many people out there. It wasn't. I was like, damn, this is George Floyd 2.0.
And we just talked about that. What did I tell you last week? This is going to be the white George Floyd.
And that's exactly what's going on right now. All these white folks out here in this street. And the Republicans don't realize. They just don't understand. They don't. And here's the thing. If the Republicans was to come into the community and sit down and talk and try to understand then maybe they wouldn't make these type of mistakes.
But they don't know how. And we've talked about this.
Yeah,
I've heard you talk about it numerous times. Yeah. They don't know how to come into the community or where to come in or who to reach out. They know who to reach out, but, hey, that bridge may be burnt.
Well, they done kicked the hornet's nest. That's all I got to say. Because like I said, it was, and when I was leaving, people was coming. I mean, in droves, people were coming. Look at the news. The news got that whole area up there. I mean, we're talking blocks, dude. I'm not talking just a street.
Chopper 5 go above it, and I was like, damn.
We're talking blocks, bro.
2,000 people out there.
Yeah. It's more than that.
Imagine if this was
more
springtime right now.
Oh my God. You couldn't even get around. Because I know when we march from Lake and from Chicago and 38th, that stretched probably about 5 or 6 blocks, and that was just coming from, and we're not talking about the group that was already there. We're not talking about the group that came in from the St. Paul that whole group that came in from St. Paul.
Yep.
We're not talking about all of that. This group out there tonight is almost close to what was at Lake Street in Hiawatha at the third, yeah, right there on the street at the third precinct.
Yeah, it's there's going to be some repercussion from this.
Oh yeah,
there's people that's already editing this video and slowing it down, showing slow motion, and I guarantee it. I just haven't had time to do it because, one, I've been waiting to talk to you. Two, the wife, she has a different opinion on everything. And I just like, yeah, we'll talk about it. Don't worry about it. She says, what's the Rev think? I say, well, you should be paying attention to the video then. But, you know, at the end of the day, this should not have happened.
I mean, I'll put it to you plain and simple. We're getting mad at, watch this, and again, prove me wrong. So we're getting mad at ICE for shooting this lady. If it was the Minneapolis Police Department, they would have done the same thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
They would have done the same thing.
State Patrol.
If it was a State Patrol, Ricky Bell. Ricky Bell.
Yeah,
the cop dove into the car. So let's make sure we understand that the cop that shot Ricky Bell dove into the car while it was moving.
Correct. And
shot this kid. So when we sit here, you know, you look at ICE and you're talking about, well, ICE is this and ICE. Minneapolis police would have done the same damn thing. They would have.
Yeah.
So I don't want Brian O'Hara running around here trying to act like, oh, they better than this. But that's a damn lie. They swore up and down.
You got your own scandals that you've covered up, and we all know it.
Yeah, they swore up and down this young man tried to take the police gun. They shot him point blank right there by the police department. Shot him and killed him. Oh, well, I feared for my life because he tried to take my gun. The boy wasn't even trying to go for his gun. He was trying to get up and run. They shot this kid, and they got away with it. Say again?
We talk about Ricky still?
No. And then, so then you have Philando Castile.
Yep.
So you're going to tell me, and this is what gets me about this case from day one. So you're going to tell me that a black man who has his girlfriend in the passenger seat and his child in the back seat is going to have a gunfight with you?
No.
There's
so many different people that have so many different opinions on this.
I'm gonna have a gunfight with you with my loved ones in the car.
Yeah.
Only a black man. Only a black man would do that.
This is that racial theory again. Everything. When people wake up and understand and see the black community and the white community being the 7, 8, 10% of the United States population, maybe we'll start to understand that. You know, they say, these immigrants are coming over here to push the white folks out. Over here to push the black folks out.
I've been exactly what you've been saying, brother. I've been saying that. So watch this here. They get me and you to fight. And then all these here immigrants and refugees come in here and take every damn thing that we built.
Yep. They
ain't done nothing. Their ancestors did nothing. Everything we built, they come in here and take it all.
Right.
And here we are fighting each other.
And see,
it doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense.
I had a good friend of mine. He was a correctional officer. He said, if you came to prison, who are you going to side with? I can't even tell you that. You can't? No. I'm going to go in there by myself. Because I won't, you know. And he says, you'll die. Well, I'll take that. I'll take that chance, but I'm not going to side with anybody.
Yeah, but
I don't believe in this race's beliefs. I don't believe in this race that doesn't care for the. It's politics in there too.
Well, the problem is everybody's got to be a Republican or a Democrat, and it's
No,
the
no.
two party. It's the two parties. Oh yeah, they do. Man. They have to. They can't. They can't live without having a party. They have to have a party to exist in the world. There's nobody,
It's called the Conservative Party.
nobody running around saying that I'm an independent conservative. Nobody's running around and saying I'm an independent progressive.
Hold on, did Dex tell you that the other night?
No,
That he's an independent conservative?
I'm gonna get on Dexter. That's I was gonna say something to him, but I ain't talked to him in a long time, so I didn't want to wig him out. But Dexter came up. That's new. Dexter, that's new. Yeah, that's new. So Dexter, since he been in, he became an independent conservative. But usually he's just a conservative. So me and Dexter, we done had this conversation. Because like I told him.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times.
We've had that conversation.
We didn't hear from Dex for a minute. That's why I asked you, hey, what's going on with Dex? Everything
right.
good?
Yeah, man. He like I said, he had been on lockdown and a couple other things that was going on with him, but we got him back. So hopefully we'll get him on this Sunday also. There's still some couple of things that I gotta pick his brain about so he can get back on to us. But anyway, brother, hey man, I appreciate I am 36 minutes over. So I'm blaming you for that. I'm blaming you for that tonight. Usually,
I'll take the blame.
But I appreciate it, man.
36 minutes over.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I already had it. I had a cherry slushy tonight. I mean, a cherry Coke slushy tonight. So I can't have another slushy until Friday.
And I need to find you some orange water.
Yeah. No, they got a what is that? A Bahama something. I get to have me a Bahama a non-alcohol frozen Bahama Mama. I know how to make it.
Oh yeah, see, there you go.
So that's what I'm having on. Wait a minute. Wednesday. No, I was Saturday, because I can't have any more sweets until Saturday.
Yep, don't do that.
Yeah. So, but it's all worth it. That's why my wife was like, "Are you sure you want to do this?" I was like, "It's worth it." Because I can tell you, I'm a slushy connoisseur.
You are.
I am. I can tell you the difference between you give me you put slushies on you go to McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, or any of these fast food stores or any of these mom and pop shops that got a slushy machine and put them in front of me. I can tell you where it's from. That's how good I am when it comes to slushies.
Well, on a party note here, there's no school for the Minneapolis public schools for the rest of the week.
Why?
Because apparent ice presence at Roosevelt High School causes chaotic scene.
Wait a minute, what happened?
Just came across my phone on Channel 5. The apparent ice presence at Roosevelt High School caused chaotic scene today.
Oh, ice was at the school?
Yeah, I'll send it over to you.
Oh my goodness, man! See, I don't.
Talking about
midterms. That's all I'm saying, man. It's gonna be ugly.
Yes.
Watch.
Yes.
I want people to write this down that I said it. So when I say I told you so, y'all don't come back and be like, "You never said that, Rev."
Just watch the videos. You'll figure it out.
Thank you very much. Anyway, let's get off this thing, man. I gotta go up here. I just got home. I didn't see the wifey. I gotta go up here and see the wifey and stuff. So
Perfect. We'll chat. Enjoy your night. God bless.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
God bless.
All right.
Hey, fam, let's get off of this thing. Like I said before, y'all need to want to hear the truth. Okay, so you're going to be hearing a lot of stuff that's going to be coming out of this here thing lately, and I'm going to be correcting a lot of people, and I know a lot of people is going to get mad at me because that's something y'all don't like, but I don't care. At the end of the day, but we're going to finish out tonight understanding and realizing that we serve a God, a mighty God, an unbelievable God. But like I said tonight, right now, he's not talking to us. Why? Because we can't come together as a people. We can't see eye to eye. We can't know each other. And we can't be acknowledged and love one another like we're supposed to. So God said point blank, go read your book, people. Like I told you tonight, 2 places I want you to read if you have never read it. I want you to go to Jonah, and I want you to read Jonah, and then I want you to flip over and I want you to read 1 Samuel 8. Read it all. Read it all. Read it all. And if I'm wrong at any point in time, in the 2 places I ask you to read, come on here and say, Rev, all of that you told me was wrong. Seriously, if I'm wrong, I'm not gonna tell you to do that if I'm right, because I'll see nobody then. But if I'm wrong, I need you to read Jonah, and then I need you to go read 1 Samuel and 8. Or you can just read the part where the people ask for a king. Read the part where the people ask for a king. Sounds like a deal? All right, people, be good to yourself and be good to others. And put a smile on your face. And you know what we're going to do with those smiles? We're going to go out and we're going to smile at somebody so somebody smile back at you. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate you. Peace.